Hi, Linda Roberts here again. Hey, I wanted to share another tip with you, and this has to do with animal communication and what animal communication is not. Okay, so we're going to talk about the negative, the what it's not. So I get a lot of questions about this, about whether I'm simply reading body language when people are first trying to understand what animal communication is. And the answer is no, I'm not reading body language. Animal communicators are somewhat behaviorists, but they're certainly not just using their abilities of animal behavior or dog training or horse training to help people to better understand their animals. So no, I'm not reading physical signs or cues. I've probably not witnessed about 90% of the animals that I've spoken to in the years that I've been doing this professionally. Most of the sessions are over the phone or over a video chat, so the animal can be resting comfortably at home, and especially if they're ill or not feeling well or frightened easily, this is a good solution so that they can be comfortable at home. And so I can't read their body language if I'm not there physically seeing them or observing them. But what I am doing is I'm connecting energetically. We all have energy about us, and I have a soul. Humans have souls, animals have souls. And so it's that energy connection that I hone in on. So via the third eye chakra or the heart chakra, I am able to pick up on the subtle, they're very subtle and slight messages that the animals are sending about how they're feeling or about what their likes are or dislikes are. So, for instance, if an animal has a headache of some sort, maybe due to the TV being on too much in the home and it's just not good for this particular animal, that sometimes they'll get a headache. And so what the animal will express to me is, oh, I've got some tightness up here around my head. And sometimes I will feel that myself, or sometimes they'll just tell me, I get headaches a lot. And so then as a communicator, I then go and I understand and I ask further questions to explore maybe why they're getting the headache. I like to get to the root of things. I like to get right, down to the core of it to find out why they're feeling in a certain way or why they're doing a certain thing. So animal communication is not observing and reading their physical cues, and it's not reading body language, not at all. It's an energy exchange between the animal and the communicator. And then I wanted to share another question that I get a lot is, well, can you just make my animal behave? Can you make them do what I want them to do? And I chuckle with this one a lot because I've wanted to do that as well. Before I was realizing I was communicating with the animals, I always was wondering this as well. Why can't they just stop barking? Or why can't they listen to me? Or, can they just stop doing this annoying habit? Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be great if we could do that with the people in our lives too. But that's not realistic, and that's not where we are here in this life journey. So what I do say is, well, I can't make them stop doing the behavior, because that has some karmic repercussions if you force your will upon another. I don't think you want someone to force their will upon you. So what I do say is, let's find out why they're doing the behavior that you want to change, and let's find out the root and resolve it. And maybe come to a compromise and negotiate with them. So for instance, a barking dog. Maybe the dog is bored because it's not getting enough interaction with the humans. The humans come home and they're caring for, children or other life things, their work, or, they're working just really long hours. And so the dog has all this energy, and the dog just feels like it has to be on high alert because it feels protective over the home. So what we can do is I can find out from the dog why the dog is barking so much and what the animal would like to change. So maybe the dog wants to play a little bit more with its human, or maybe it wants to go into a daycare situation or have a dog walker come and get some of that energy out. So it's that problem solving that we do. you know, we do it in our lives with everybody, animals or humans. So it's really no different with animal communication. So yes, I know it's frustrating sometimes to, you know, just want to have that magic formula of, you know, hey, I just want this behavior to stop. But sometimes it takes a little bit of effort and work, as with anything in our lives, to get that resolved to our liking. So I hope that helps to clarify things about what animal communication is not. Again, what it is it's an energy exchange between the human and the animal. And another little tip I have is if you have an animal in your home that you're living with, most likely, you're doing this. You're doing this. It's just a matter of picking up on the very subtle and slight nuances of it. So be aware of that in practice. Quiet that mind a little bit so that you can hone in on that ability. It's really amazing once you figure it out. And I, of course, would be happy to be your guide in figuring that out. I've got a new online class starting, and we start on March 22nd. And I've got a free webinar, so you can give it a try for free on March 11th. So it's a 1-hour webinar where you're going to see the format of the class and get a better understanding of what it involves and how we do things. So to get more information about that, feel free to check out my website. My website is thewhispersoflove.com. And this is Linda Roberts signing off. Have a wonderful week. Take care.